There are so many things in our lives that we don't have control over. We don't have control how they unfold. It can be our health to a certain level. It can be our careers to a certain level. We usually don't have control. You may find the person they've got all the studies, they've studied what is required, everything, training, but they are not climbing the corporate ladder as they thought they would, or they don't climb the corporate ladder at all. Many things. How a person reacts to you and all that, we don't have control over it. But the older I get, I feel that there are certain aspects of our lives that we need to have control of. It must be in our terms. Most of the times what hurts us the most, and this is just my personal opinion, most of the time what hurts us the most in relationship is that we don't leave relationship at our terms. We don't end it at our terms, especially as women. We wait until the pain is so much, and we wait until we are embarrassed and stripped of all our little self-love that is left and the dignity that you had, if you ever had it. But I am learning there is so much power in taking control of your life when it comes to relationship, and you end it at your terms. And you are the one to have the last word. The painful thing is when you sit in a unhealthy, toxic relationship that is not giving you what you know you need. And you've been bekezeling, you've been, it will get better, you got better, but your spirit and everything, your gizzards, your liver tells you this is not it. This is not gonna end well. This is not the best place for you. And for some reason, as women, we think we should stay and things will get better. And then the other partner, they end it at their terms and in a horrible, horrific way that leaves one traumatized, that leaves one with so many questions and self-hate, blame and everything. I shouldn't have, I should know, all those questions. But the peace that we get, that's just my personal opinion. The peace that I get when I end things in my terms and not hold on to dust, not hold on to nonsense, thinking that this is gonna get better. And one thing I feel that women need to understand is that it's not our job to convince a man that you as a woman, you are worthy, you are the one. And there is no woman who is more special than the other. Every woman is special in their own way. They bring different things to the table, or they are the table themselves. So when you stay in a relationship that is not working, that everything that is in you tells you this is not working, the Holy Spirit, he whispers to you because he's very soft. He whispers to say, you know what, this is not where you're supposed to be. Sometimes even our friends do tell us this thing that you are in, it's gonna end in disaster, but you hold on to dust. Can you imagine holding on to dust? What do you hold on? When you hold on to dust, you are left with your hands dirty. You are left with the dust on your face. You are left with your clothes having that dust, and you look unclean and you look confused. Have you seen a person when maybe a truck where there's a dust and it passes so fast, and that dust it spills over you? How you look like? Or a child with got dust, they look confused. They look like they're out of place. Let's learn to live relationships that are not working at our terms, and not wait for you to be dragged to an emotional pit, and for you to be dragged in a place where it will be so difficult for you to forgive yourself and to get over it, because you should have ended this a long time ago. Let's stop this thing of women thinking that no, it's gonna work. I'm not saying women must not bekezela. I'm not saying you must just walk away all the time, but bekezela on something that is tangible. Bekezela on something that is workable. Bekezela on with someone who also wants it to make it work, because you are both not perfect people. Everybody's coming with their own baggage, with their own weaknesses, with their own whatever. But when you are bekezeling to dust, holding on to dust is like holding on to water. You are holding on with your hands like this. It will just slip through your fingers. You deserve to have that dignity, to end things at your terms. No matter what the person can come and now want to give you a jug or whatever, you have ended it at your terms. Let's learn to do that. You'll find that even the healing part will even be quicker. Even the healing part of saying, I should have known better, it won't linger longer in your mind to say, you know what, I should have known better. This and this and this was not working. Who and who said whatever. The ending of a relationship of a marriage is not a surprise. The ending of a relationship on it's not working and a person tells you they no longer want you. It shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't. You knew at the depth of yourself or whatever that you tap into, you knew this is not working. That's why I always tell my friends that I don't have an ex that I hate. Because I look at it and I said, my accountability on this is that I allowed for me to be in a nonsense relationship for longer. So I cannot blame for the other person for being who they are, and they showed who they are, and I decided to stay. For me, it doesn't make sense. I cannot hate somebody for that. And I will repeat it. It's not our job to convince men that you are the one. That's not your job. You will strip yourself of your dignity. You will compete with anything that flies. You will give what you don't have until you are empty, and you want to even give your siblings to that man. Because you want to prove that you are the one. He must see you in the favorable eyes to decide that you are the one. It's not your job as a woman to convince a man. And this thing of us understanding men, understanding their baggage, understanding that no, there's a quotation X who is lingering around. There's a baby mama. Oh no, be patient with me. I'm fixing that. It's bullshit. There's no such. If a person wants to be with you, they will clean the slate and come to you with a clean slate. Just like you should clean. Why is it that men expect us to clean our slate? When we start a relationship with them, they want us to clean whatever that we had. And but bona, they want us to understand the baggage that you need to understand. No, I can't just end it now. There are kids or their children. Oh, this woman didn't do anything to me. We've been together for long. Give me time to end it. Hey, she will see it. She will leave me. There's no such. Men, their tricks are always the same. There is no new trick that they come with. It's the same script. It can be from 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 days ago. Their tricks are always the same. There is nothing new. It's us who are gullible to believe with the lies that men tell us. And men, I always say, men don't lie. They will reveal who they are. They will reveal their intentions. And a man, no matter how he looks loving and you have the greatest time, whatever, but when there is that disconnect, when you can feel, yes, this man, we have fun, we have this and whatever, but that disconnection is there, you will feel it. You will feel it, Uri. Learn to end things at your terms.